Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to take you through a full finishing session. So this is perfect for strikers, but also wingers, attacking midfielders, any of those positions that find themselves in and around the box during a match. Just before we get into the drills, I want to say a huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Squarespace is where I built my website, 7mlctraining.com, and from websites to analytics to marketing tools, they're the all-in-one place to grow your online presence and manage your business. Let's get into it. So before every single training session, you should be going through a dynamic warm-up to prepare your body, but especially before finishing sessions or any training session where you're getting a lot of strikes of the ball, you need to make sure you're activating the lower body, because your hips, your groins, your quads, they're going to be going through a lot of work during that session. So if you're not warmed up, that's a quick way to get a muscle strain. So make sure you're going through a good 10-minute warm-up before you get into any ball striking or anything like that. But we're going to go into the first exercise, and I consider this a technical warm-up because not only do you want to switch on physically, you want to switch on mentally and technically. So this is a great way to just get a few strikes at goal with a very simple technique, finding the corners, so you can get your focus for the rest of the session. So I've set up the rebounder here at an angle. You can have a teammate pass it in, or you can just roll the ball out of your feet. But all I'm going to be doing is guiding the ball into that far corner, aiming for the bottom corner with the inside of my foot. It's almost a passing technique, just with a little bit more weight behind it, but we're really focusing on accuracy. For all of these exercises, we're going to be inside the box because that's where the majority of goals are scored, and we're focusing on accuracy over power today. As a striker, you just want to be finding those corners, finishing with panache, a little bit of composure, and making sure you're finding those corners. That's going to be the hardest place for the goalkeeper to save. So all I'm going to be doing is rolling the ball into the rebounder, adjusting my body to the roll of the ball, planting my standing foot at the corner, punching through the middle of the ball with the inside of my foot, trying to guide it into that far corner. So after going through 10 to 15 repetitions on my right foot, I'm going to do the exact same thing on my left. Very important to get an equal amount of reps with both feet. So this is a scenario you'll often see during a match where the winger dribbles all the way to the goal line, cuts it back along the ground, and the striker runs on to finish first time. You don't often have time to take a touch, so it's really important to get these first time repetitions in. This should be your bread and butter as a striker. So next exercise here, we're focusing on snapshots. So creating a little bit of space and then getting the shot away as quickly as possible. Very important as a striker. You don't always need to beat a defender completely. Sometimes you just need to shift it past them and then get that shot away before they can block you. So this is acting as the defender, these 5 cones, set in a triangle formation. We're going to start at the top of the grid here. And all we're going to be doing is being on our toes, shift the ball out of our feet, and then immediately get that shot away. So this is acting as the defender. As you shift the ball, they're going to start to step, so it's important you get that shot away before they can take another one, which will block the strike. So this is an example here, on our toes, shift, and then finish into the corners. I'm going to go for about 10 to 15 reps on my right foot, and then 10 to 15 reps on my left. So now I'm going to do the exact same thing on my left foot. Again, the focus of this exercise is to minimize the time between that shift and the strike. The shift is to create that little bit of space. So as you can see, shifting it past the defender's foot, then the longer we take here, the more chance the defender has to recover. So immediately we want to step into the strike as we shift the ball. We don't want to be taking multiple steps or multiple touches, just a quick shift and then a strike. Again, keeping your head over the ball, chest over the ball, planting foot towards your target, trying to guide it into the corners. But the most important thing here is just to hit the frame, because it's a snapshot, can catch the goalie off guard, especially if the defender's blocking their vision. So hitting the target's the most important thing. Moving into the next exercise, same setup with the cones, same area. Now we're just working with our back to goal, which is a scenario you'll find yourself in very often as a striker. So I've got the rebounder opposite, working on that first touch, get it under control, and now I'm going to perform a body feint, some kind of movement to shift the ball to either side. And then my goal is to minimize the time between that shift and the strike. So we're creating the space and then we're exploiting it, getting that shot away. So I like to work in reps of 3 for all of my finishing drills. First rep is to reflect. What did I do well? What did I do wrong? Second rep is to correct. So if I leant back too much on the first one, can I correct that in the second rep? And then the third rep is to perfect. So once I've figured out what I need to do, can I then do it consistently? Staying with the exact same setup, now we're going to work on spinning the defender with our first touch and then getting the shot away. So using the same rebound board, ball comes in, quick scan, spin the defender. This time we can create more separation, so a heavier touch into the space, accelerate onto the ball, and then finish the ball into the back of the net. exercise, we're going to be working on some off the ball movement and using the rebound board to simulate a through ball. So I'm going to play the ball into the rebounder at an angle. It will rebound at an angle. I'm going to accelerate onto it and finish it first time. So something you can do as a striker to create opportunities is use a double movement. So you're checking in to make it seem like you want to receive it to feet. The defender's going to come with you. Then you quickly accelerate into the space behind them, lose them. Your midfielder plays a through ball and you're one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Really important once you're through though to get that shot off quickly. The longer you take, the less of an angle you're going to get because the goalkeeper will rush out, decreasing the angle and giving you less chance of scoring. Moving into the final exercise, we're going to be working on some curved runs so that we can get behind defenders and one-on-one with the goalkeeper. So if our midfielder has the ball and they're driving, if we come off to the side, get on the blind side of the defender because they're going to be looking at the ball. So if we can get off their shoulder, make a curved run so that when that ball is played, we can then get behind them so we're one-on-one with the goalkeeper. It's going to give us more time and space to finish the ball. So to simulate this, we're just going to have the ball beside the cone here. I'm going to play a pass. So I'm going to simulate that midfielder's pass, make my off the ball movement, get on the end of it, and finish the ball into the corner. So there we have it guys, a full finishing session to help you be more clinical inside the box. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Just before I go, just want to say another huge thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video, Squarespace as well. But my website, 7mlctraining.com, has become the central hub of my entire brand, allows me to put everything 7mlc training related in one place, from my blog post to my podcast, as well as my very own 7-day training programs. And if you enjoyed today's exercises, I'd really recommend checking out Golasso, which is a full individual finishing session. It doesn't require a rebound board or much equipment. Anybody can do it with just a set of cones and a football. So check out that in the link down below. And also, if you've ever considered building a website, you don't know where to start, check out Squarespace. And if you use the link in my description, www.squarespace.com/7mlc, you can get 10% off your first website. But if you enjoyed today's video, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button for weekly training videos, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
Wow.